This is NBC6 South Florida Today.
Flipping a house is all about renovating a home and selling it for profit, but is the current shaky real estate market ready for more house flipping? Our next guest is Armando Montalongo, a real estate expert and star of A&E's Flip This House. Welcome, Armando.
How are you?
Good. I got to ask you, don't you think that house flipping is part of what got the real estate market into trouble in the first place?
I think absolutely not. What got the real estate market in the trouble was greedy mortgage brokers, uneducated buyers, people prospecting. So what I do is I buy a house under market value and I sell it for the current market value. What a lot of people were trying to do is they were trying to buy a house at the current market value and hope that it went over and beyond.
And it worked for a while. It worked for a couple of years.
But that's why we got into the problem that we're in, because they tried to buy it here and then sell it here. I was buying them down here and selling them right here.
Okay, well, it would seem that there are a lot of houses down here right now.
Yeah.
So this would be the time to do it, but you got to know what you're doing.
Right now, you need to know what you're doing. It's more important to know what you're doing right now than any other time in history, because it's the greatest opportunity. I believe that there's going to be more millionaires and multimillionaires created in the next 18 to 24 months. However, if you don't know what you're doing, the market will eat you alive.
All right. Well, how do you start? What do you do? Where do you find the house that you know is cheap enough to be able to renovate and sell and make a profit?
Okay, one great strategy that I use is I'll go out there and I'll find, everybody knows of a vacant house around their neighborhood somewhere where the weeds are high, it has the foreclosure posted.
We've got several.
You got all over, right, South Florida. But the bank hasn't foreclosed on yet. Okay, the homeowner's letting it go. We'll send them a letter. Okay, now there's a key. There's what I call a ninja strategy. There's a trick. You send them a letter. Now they get tens of letters.
The mortgage company or the homeowner?
The homeowner. Great question. The homeowner. You send the homeowner before they go into foreclosure a letter. Now the thing is, you're competing against dozens of other letters. So here's what you do. You put the letter in a hot pink envelope. You address it to the man of the house in women's handwriting.
Perfume on it too.
And you put women's perfume on it.
I love it.
Now here's the thing. If the man of the house gets it, he's going to open it.
Right.
If the woman of the house gets it,
she's going to open it because she wants
she's going to open it. Absolutely. So now you have the homeowner's attention, and you tell them that you're willing to help them reduce their taxes. You'll help them take the financial burden off of them, and basically you're going to give them $1,500 to move, to get out from underneath their house. That's going to go into foreclosure, and you help them set them up in a less expensive house somewhere else, or pay their first month rent somewhere else, and then you take over that house. Now you're beginning to get ready to be able to renovate that house so you can sell it for a profit.
Okay, but that's another whole set of skills.
It is.
To renovate economically.
Yes.
What's the first thing you typically do?
Don't get emotional. When people come, like I have these seminars, and women come to these seminars, men come to these seminars, I tell the ladies, first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking away all your decorating abilities. Okay, so like your last guest would like absolutely hate me, because it's all about making every single house look exactly the same. So if I taught you how to renovate a house, your house would look exactly like one of my renovated houses. I tell them, save the decorating for your multi-million-dollar mansion in your house on the beach. Okay, 1, don't get emotional. 2, make all the houses look the same. Cookie cutter it. Be like Henry Ford. They're all going to be the same Ford F-150.
As long as they're black, you can have any color you want.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, as long as you don't get emotional and you don't look at it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, you want to say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll be a 9. Okay, which means I'm not going to get emotional. I'm not going to try to make this house like something I would live in, but it's something that was doable and sellable in the marketplace.
Do you try to not just fix, but do you try to update? For example, would you typically do a kitchen or a bathroom?
I will always do something to the kitchen, and I'll always do something to the bathrooms, because that's what will sell a property. And then you got to think, if I'm buying a house that was built in 1984 and I'm selling it in 2010, I'll literally, in this marketplace, list it for 10% less than everyone else in the market. But my house looked like it was remodeled in 2010, and I'm competing against houses that look like they were built in 1984.
Gotcha. Fascinating. Thanks very much for being with us.
My pleasure.
If you'd like more information about Armando and house flipping, just go to armandomontalongo.com.